Forrest Whitaker is Idi Amin, the brutal half-mad dictator of Uganda, in Kevin MacDonald's taut biopic, The Last King of Scotland. Based on Giles Fodor's 1999 novel, the film is half fiction and half real, as it follows the fortunes of a fictional young Scottish doctor, James McAvoy, come to Africa in the spirit of youthful rebellion and adventure. Through a series of circumstances, he befriends Amin just as the dictator rises to power. Not only does he learn that the world is more deadly than he imagined, but the viewer watches a charismatic, bon vivant Amin, after achieving total domination in Uganda, descend into murderous, Macbeth-like madness.
But in my heart, I am a simple man. I am you.
Have you any idea what's going on in this country? They're not even bothering to dig graves anymore. We're simply feeding them to the crocodiles.
Nicholas, tell me what is on your mind.
I have to go home now.
You cannot. You are like my own son.
I'm Nicholas Garrigan, and I'm from Scotland.
Your home is here.
Go home. Tell the world the truth about Amin. They will believe you. You are a white man. I need to get out of here.
You earn your passage first.
You want me to kill him?
You want to kill me?
I will not die.
You are grossly offended your father.
Well, here we have another very strong possibility for an Academy Award nomination.
Sure.
And that is Forrest Whitaker as Idi Amin. Just charismatic, joyful, and terrifying all at the same time. He does a brilliant job.
He really does. He's so convincing you can almost believe the script. I think he's, the problem with Whitaker is there's very few parts large enough for him. But those who've watched him ever since his debut in Fast Times at Ridgemont High know that that there was moments, for example, in the Walter Hill movie Johnny Handsome, where he was holding his own with Morgan Freeman. He's a sensational actor, and it did my heart good to see him playing Idi Amin. It would have been a marvelous part for anybody, but Whitaker really takes it and runs with it.
Yeah. You are right. He is. It's very difficult to cast him.
Yeah.
Because what we forget out there is no matter how good an actor is, it's the way he physically looks that is going to determine the role he's going to play.
That's true.
Forrest Whitaker cannot play Don Quixote.
That's where
and I'm not talking that because he's African American, but because his body is not a Don Quixote body.
But he's perfect to play Idi Amin.
Perfect for Idi.
Now, my problem with this story is that it becomes very much, I think, a standard Heart of Darkness thing, including these like heavily lap dissolved, using montages of like too much drugs and too much booze, and when our hero like starts to go native and gets into trouble, up into the final. The shot that every white filmmaker makes when they're making a movie about Africa, which is the planes gently, ascending as the planes fall back, beneath them and stuff like that. Almost as if the director is saying, like, we've got to get out of here now, So,
there are some problems with the plot, which people are talking about. But I got to tell you, I thought this was a real taut thriller, not just a biography picture of Amin, but a real taut thriller. And I thought. And you were going to disagree with me that James McAvoy was marvelous and was a marvelous foil for Forrest Whitaker. I really thought he brought off the part.
Didn't believe him. I was just kept waiting for Amin's latest catastrophe and his latest outfit too, because he's such a clothes horse.
I thought it worked. I really and I know that all the critics I saw this with really were on the edge of their seats, and they were very, very surprised that it was more than just an acting job.
Okay.